LD Comics is a women-led Welcoming to All forum run by creators. We champion the graphic novel form, particularly works with an autobiographical voice. Our activity is towards supporting and equipping graphic novelists, especially but not exclusively people identifying as women. Established in 2009 by Sarah Lightman and Nicola Streeton as Ladies Do Comics, today LD Comics is run by a committee of published graphic novelists: Rachel Ball, Emma Burley, Lou Crosby, Wallace Eates and Nicola Streeton. From the start, the core of LDC's activity has been the monthly meetings, hosting presentations from invited guests to a public audience in a welcoming atmosphere for networking and making friends. The introduction of LDC online monthlies aims to replicate the joy and stimulation of our physical meetups. Everyone is welcome.
So I'm just going to read some of the comic strips that I made during the pandemic. They're not all about the pandemic, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to share my screen. Staying alive. Over 150 million under corona lockdown. Coronavirus is a Chinese government conspiracy. Viral outbreak. More destructive than a nuclear weapon. Could infect 60% of the globe. 20 times deadlier than the flu. Coronavirus in London. Thousands dead over coronavirus. (2020 March). The bricks are in bloom. I've been missing the countryside a lot. Sometimes the feeling is all-consuming. I'm scared that I'm depressed again. But the other day I got high and happy and we went for a walk. We went to a park first, but I found it too tame and man-made, so we left and just roamed the streets. Why is everything so fucking neat? When in Rome, I guess. While walking, I realized how beautiful the bricks are in London. I couldn't stop staring, and then Ellie said the most perfect thing. It's like the bricks are in bloom. It's so weird because they've been right in front of me this whole time. I can see them from my bedroom and balcony, but I hadn't properly noticed how lovely they look. I'm trying so hard now to see and acknowledge all the other beautiful things that must be right in front of me. Perhaps this period of self-isolation will help, but I find it so hard to see beauty in anything some days. It's okay. I know there is beauty all around me. I'll find it soon. (2020 March). The peacocks are dancing. My mum is a complete busybody. At home, we say she has ants in her pants. She's also the only one who makes conversation. Champs, what's up? Let's go loafing in Hoskas Market. Let's go to the tailor. Should we buy that book you wanted? Want to know what's up with Mr. Khanna? I feel like eating chaat. Come swimming with me now. Let's visit Valli Mami. Sometimes she gets so fed up with my dad and me. You two are so boring. Once she told me, I don't know why, champs, I find silence creepy. But this quarantine feels like it's really changing things. Mama, I'm actually liking the quietness and stillness all around and feeling quite relaxed. The peacocks are dancing in the park behind our house. It's beautiful. The park is so quiet. I'll send you pics. This must be good for the environment. I can see it. Maybe more people of my generation will understand now. I do. (2020 April). Phrasing the melody. I've been doing group video guitar lessons with Derek Ripper, my favorite classical guitarist. His teaching is innovative, fluid, and accessible. It's fucking addictive. I also just love the way he plays guitar. It feels so visceral. I particularly enjoy his facial expressions. During the classes, there's always one person who asks, do you recommend playing to a metronome? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I really like his response. I think his approach to guitar has metaphorical value far beyond music practice. You don't need to play to a metronome's mechanical rhythm. It limits your expression of the music. You must find your own phrasing of the melody and play at your own pace. The beat will instinctually be at the back of your mind. We think we need external discipline when what we actually need is internally driven interest. So this is my phrasing of the melody. Love this tune. "2020 July, maybe. I've noticed that people are starting to go on holidays around Europe. I feel conflicted. Do not travel by train for leisure, National Rail. Genuinely wondering, so it's safer to take an Uber to Gatwick Airport, a plane to Portugal, and stay in a hotel or Airbnb for 2 weeks than it is for me to cycle to Blackfriars Station and take a 1-hour train to Brighton for the day. I can't help but question whether this is about safety or the capitalist economy, and I think back to the optimism of early lockdown. Maybe things will slow down. Maybe we'll turn our focus to what's local. Maybe we'll stop jet setting all the time. Maybe our sense of community will be restored. Maybe the world will change. "2020 October. How was your weekend? Saturday, 10 a.m. Emily in Paris. I hate everything this represents. Saturday, 5 p.m. Emily in Paris, episode 6, keep watching. Actually, I hate myself. I should probably leave the house tomorrow. Sunday, 10 a.m. I feel unbearably alone. Sunday, 5 p.m. It's just you and me, Shakti. Monday. Hey, Natasha, how was your weekend? Oh, yours? "2020 December, Christmas with my parents. 25th December, 2020, India. Champs, what's the date today?"
And yeah, these are all comics made during lockdown. They're all 4-panel comics, so you'll get the idea after a few. Isolation ideas number 1. Make rubbings of house textures. Constant humming, low-level background anxiety. Number 2. Dust classification and bug watching. Strangely calm with moments of anger and terror. Number 3. Live stream yourself doing something, anything. Dissociated boredom. Number 4. Stare out of the window aimlessly. Can I justify going to bed yet? You're on a video call with all the versions of yourself. Child self, righteous self, cruel self, elderly self, everyone's there. However embarrassed and disappointed you all are, you dutifully tolerate each other, finding common ground. Coming out of lockdown, blinking. Don't really trust it. Looking at the shape of the life that you paused. Don't want to go back there. Don't want to stay here. I am doing my walk, holding my breath as I pass mouthed air. I want to trust the air. Crows commaring, punctuating without words. in a society that values cleanliness and that supposedly rewards social worth with capital, you would think that the people who clean streets, buildings, and the bodies of its citizens would get paid more. Is unskilled labour a euphemism for jobs done with the body? And if so, is skilled code for mind jobs? And who gets access to this kind of work? Plato, Augustine, Descartes, who's to blame for these superficial mind-body separations used arbitrarily to reinforce class structure and prevent the redistribution of wealth? Contribute minimally to chat groups, death toll, scroll, calming erotic pictures of flowers, plead with landlord, social media crushes, articles about how to feel and do, emails from corporations, petitions, scroll, death toll. You say you're fine, and they say they're fine too, falling through it slowly together, hoping we know how to help each other up when we hit the floor of it. And that's my last one. Thank you.
Diary Comics from a Pandemic by Jess Hannar. 18th of March 2020. I'm on day 4 or 5 of social distancing. Wrestling with jumper I've been knitting all winter. It's honestly hard to judge because it's not so different to my usual chronically ill life. I'm still leaving the house to go to the shops and buy a coffee. If a shop looks crowded, I'm not going in. No bog battles for me. In other news, Stoke Newington appears to be out of Twining's Earl Grey tea, which is A, a catastrophe, and B, the most Stoke Newington thing that's ever happened. I have 2 tea bags left. My precious. 2nd of May 2020. Scritch, scritch, scribble, scritch. I had a drawing session on Zoom this week. Scribble, scritch, concentrating. With a comic making friend, scritch, scritch. Most of the session was just companionable pen scratching noises. Swoosh, swoosh, colouring in a background. I recommend it. Yesterday I managed to get into the park for the first time. Glorious frothing sea of cow parsley. It had just stopped raining, which is why no one was there. Then the sun came out, rasp, puff, gasp, and with it, like magic, the joggers. 9th of May 2020. I felt anxious as soon as I woke today. Ugh. I feel tendrils of anxiety attached to me like suckerfish. Suck, slurp, cling. Or like great paper streamers waving and snapping in the wind. The National History Museum has put an article online today about murder hornets. Bzz, bzz, bitch. Their official name in English is the Asian giant hornet, Vespa mandarinea in Latin, but in Japanese, it's the far more inspiring great sparrow bee. I am great. Also there's giant tiger head, Chinese, and general officer hornet in Korean. 15th of May 2020. I went to the grocer's for the first time since lockdown eased. Damn, out of milk and coffee, better face outside. It was utter bloody chaos, dithering non-shoppers, me, absolute numpty. The streets were so crowded and not everyone was bothering to stay 6 feet apart. I remembered Mum saying a few weeks ago that she got the impulse to yell in Boots, "Stay a grave steps away." Maybe this should become the official government measurement. Please stay 1 coffin apart at all times. A friend has moved in behind my block. Twitch, twitch, crack in the concrete. Normally people wouldn't be too happy about a mouse living so nearby, but in lockdown it's become an unofficial estate mascot. I hear people discuss the mouse outside my window. Hey, I saw the mouse fight a magpie. Has anyone seen the mouse today? I'm getting worried a cat got it. 31st of January 2021. Finally, the end of January is almost here. It's been the most January-ish January I can ever remember. 2021 plus January equals January cubed. And it felt like it would never end. I think of that line from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, always winter and never Christmas. Yes, I know technically we had Christmas. There is more good news, Mum. Just so excited because they have just rung and I'm having my jab Saturday 6th Feb. Oh yay, I'm so excited too. Hope. 5th of March 2021. When I was a child, I liked to play with plasticine. I liked peeling apart each new strip with its fresh, bright colours to make fresh new things. And when I was done, I'd roll the lot into one until it became one big grey-brown misshapen mass of plasticine fluff and crumbs. The same way the days all now run into one. 2nd of September 2021. I do not like thee, maskless man. Please mask up. I do not like thee in a cram. Achoo. I do not like thee on a train. Puff, puff. I do not like thee in the rain. Hawk. I do not like thee in a shop. Breathe. Oh, maskless man, I wish you'd stop. Nah, laugh out loud. Epilogue drawn out. 6th of July 2021. I've been reading my comics as part of an online panel run by RACHAEL House. This evening was the second one. All these comics about early lockdown feel so topical. Sigh, they really do. The more we share our work and get to know each other, the more details and correspondences I spot between our comics. Our work is combining and blending to become more than the sum of its parts. Like a mechagodzilla made of comics. Happy stomping noises. And that's the end. And this is my book about my comics during the pandemic.
We are already tired. The virus did not arrive in peacetime. Oh, I'm sorry. Had you not been informed that all essential labor is poorly paid, unpaid, invisible, predominantly female? Isolated from the family you've had to choose. In a place where isolation is not new. The virus did not appear in peacetime, and we were already tired. And yet, and yet, and yet. Always. Where? A. Mask. What do umbrellas, traffic cones, lacrosse sticks, leaf blowers, and your mom have in common? They are all integral to frontline defense in the ongoing fight against police brutality. Justice is not only prosecution and punishment for police officers who use excessive and deadly force. It is dismantling the system which condones, perpetuates, and normalizes this violence. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Dominique Remy Fells, Tony McDade, Jacob Blake. The first moonrise of the dark season. Wake up, wake up. I am pulled from the dream chamber at 3 a.m. by something screaming in the woods. Woof, woof. It screams for so long and so loud it wakes up the dogs downstairs. When I'm sure it is a creature and not a murder, I fall asleep. When I wake up again, the sky is tiger-colored and nothing is screaming. The sunrise, a perfect amber rectangle. It is time to go to work. Do not read Joe Didion's The Year of Magical Thinking. At a time when you are unable, the year of magical sad. To gather up and touch the sad of sad, sad. Everyone you love. Sad, 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 sad. I followed the moon to the tail end of the year. It did not give me away when I stepped off the path to let the dust stragglers pass. Accidentally speaking, the one at the back. Sorry. I smiled to myself thinking, you don't have to be afraid of scary things in the woods if you are the scary thing in the woods. The moon is brighter than the purring helicopter and flashing blue panic sent to rescue the ones who have forgotten to be outside, how to be outside. Forgotten that the outside doesn't care about them at all. Whee! By morning, the moon is the color of old letters and scattered bones. We're both tired. That fat, melancholy apricot drops like a slow bomb towards suburbia. But is thwarted at the last moment by the winter sunrise, reduced to a secret spherical spectre, the shape of things to come. It comes out of nowhere late that evening, supposed to be working, actually just sitting. Ow, my eyes, my jaw, and face nerves. I try to read, but everything is made of daggers. So I lie in the dark, feeling like I'm only eyes and teeth and pain. Maybe I'll do some 1 a.m. work. Nope. In the silver dark, waves of heat and panic wash over me. I'm woken from a dream of ice road escape chaos by the killing moon. It's never full. Finally. "20 minutes later. Hello, just to let you know, if you don't get up now, the day is ruined and you're a failure." The morning. "Okay, thanks." In the frightening chaos times, I watch the old ghosts from my window. Huddled in the mist at 2 a.m. when my mind doesn't remember how to be quiet. Wolf bones screaming at the sickle door. "Where are you going? May I follow?" Disco blood neon on the hills. Five tall prophets who will not answer my questions. The snow in a swarm, the night the color of the bottom of a lake. Until everything at dawn is scoured to the bone. Then, and only briefly, dusk tea in the woods with the freshest, sharpest stars, the hopeful stirring of new spells. The kids are abolitionists. Queer and fluid. Feminists. Critical theory anarchists. In deep conversation with. The Black and brown indigenous. Elder nature mother witch. Rising up to eat the rich. And taking back the night.
The Still Ill Corona Diary, Monique Jackson is me. So antibodies. So private doctor, tell me about your symptoms. Me, shivers, sweats, fatigue, extreme shortness of breath, chest pain, palpitations, headache. I have no doubt you have had COVID-19. I have had COVID. You need to believe in 2 weeks you will recover. You seem tense. You must try and relax. Miss Jackson, I have your antibodies results. Hello, doctor. Your result is negative. It's unlikely you've had COVID. I'm speechless. You and other doctors have all said I've had COVID. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Exercise with long COVID, or my online Pilates class with long COVID. Hi, Liz. Thanks for calling. I'm still ill. Really miss going for runs and cycling. Mon, I think I had COVID back in Jan. Recovery took ages. I want to introduce you to my Pilates teacher. What do you think? Yeah, if you think it could help. What's Pilates? Yes, let's see if you could join a gentle class. What helped me recover was looking in the mirror and saying, I'm strong. I will get better. Pilates. Could try a guess. I am strong. I will get better. Hi, Mon. Let's get started. Can you lift your feet for me? Oh, let's stop. I'm sorry. I don't think you are well enough to do this. The pain is in my abdomen. I can try again. Damn it. Headaches. How I've handled headaches. Frozen things. Wet sock. Sunglasses and massage tool. Tiger balm and cucumber. In darkness. Solidarity. Hi, mate, how are you? Hey, babe, don't know where to start. Do you still have breathing issues? Yeah, plus muscle aches, gastric stuff. I'm coughing up thick yellow phlegm. Do you have that? No, I've not. I hope you've told the docs. Not yet. More worried about my work. They don't get I'm still ill. Can't you just sign off on sick pay? No, I need to work. It's the only thing keeping me going. I just can't handle extra hours. That's fair. Mon, have you been online and seen these COVID support groups? Has anyone else lost their hair post-COVID forum? Seeing all those symptoms was overwhelming. COVID seems like being poisoned slowly. Exactly. Sorry, I interrupted you. It's okay. I actually can't remember what I was going to say. What were you going to say? I don't know. I forgot. Thank you.
This first comic is called The LARD Situation. So what else is new, Nan? Well, Susan, across the road, she's now supplying lard to the whole cul-de-sac. She came back from the co-op last week with loads of bags. So I asked her, I thought your Julie was doing your weekly shop for you. Yeah, she is. This is all just lard. I bought all the lard in the co-op because I know everyone needs it for the baking. So now they can just get it from me. So now, if you need any lard, you have to call Susan, give her 2 rings, and then hang up. She then brings out a pack of lard and puts it on her doorstep. Then you can come and collect the lard. But why? Is there some sort of lard shortage? I thought it was flour. Well, I've got a deal with the man at the garage. He lets me have as much flour as I want. So if anyone needs flour, they have to come to me. What's your lard situation? I feel so rough. Is this COVID? Or is it because I forgot to drink anything again? Or because I checked work emails all weekend? Are you planning on going outside at all today? Or is it because the world is on fire? Let's make another lib guide. And I feel helpless. Just scrolling and watching the end of all things. Did you remember to take your meds this week? Oh, that's it. In a city, I crave green spaces to feel at peace, to feel tranquil and alive. But green spaces are in gated communities. No entry. Locked away on private land. Private, no trespassing. Sold off. Luxury flats coming soon. Or knocked down. I watch my landlord tend to his private garden. No access for us tenants. And I wait for my time to feel at peace. Posh things I've seen in the backgrounds of senior managers' homes during work Zoom meetings. Number 1, exposed wooden beams. Number 2, a grandfather clock. Number 3, an auger. Number 4, a cleaner. Number 5, a summer house. Number 6, a kitchen island. Number 7, proper art. And number 8, someone on a 6-figure salary saying, we're all in this together.
Here I am. There's my Instagram, where I found all these other people on Instagram. I don't want to hear about your lockdown weight gain as being fat and unattractive. Particularly in front of your daughter. If we go slightly faster, Nicola, I know I asked you to go slowly, but slightly faster than that. I wish I could draw the insistent clamour of a hedge full of invisible sparrows. Protect us from the virus and from those who deny others sanctuary. Protect us from the virus and from those who value lies over truth. Protect us from the virus and from those who value profit above people. And for this one, I have to give apologies to Peggy Lee, whose song this was originally, that I've taken liberties with, and apologies to you because I'm going to sing it. Because I'm a woman, W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. Because I'm a woman, W-O-M-Y-N. I'll say it again. Because I'm a woman, W-I-M-M-I-N. I'll say it again. Because I'm a woman, W-O-M-X-N. And I stand with my trans sisters and family. Vessel for unimaginable grief. Vessel to hold rage. Beside the teenager's skunk smoking bench grows a bottle tree. I should not like it, but I do, very much. I will not sully my soul by drawing this government. They do not deserve my loving attention. Unlike cats. In response to the PM's roadmap out of lockdown, irreversible, June the 21st, there will be more deaths. We will make an off-road map with clear signs. Open borders, refugees welcome, queer liberation, trans rights, free education, cat stroking, decolonize the curriculum, Black Lives Matter. And everyone said, we will not return to the bad old ways. We will care for each other. We will slow down. We will grow things and be kind. We have learnt from this pandemic. And later, everyone said, oh no, not you. We never meant you. I will dissent and I will protest and I will be an annoyance. I'm an artist, that's my job. Strongly disagree, kill the bill. And finally, it's not really the end. And that's it from me. Thank you everyone for listening.